That's all part of the magic. All right. Well, hi, friend. Welcome. I'm so sorry that we missed you yesterday.
That's okay. I found some other things to do. I was like, oh, I had a minute. I can get on there. And then I like realized, oh, snap, I can't get on there. I'm not level 3 yet.
Well, this is perfect. This is so great. So, since it's just you and I, talk to me about how I can help you. What do you need right now? What can I do for you?
uh, I'm not quite sure because I started my community and now I just have to start the posting and that kind of stuff to get it going and
Yeah.
building it. So
Yeah.
that's where I am.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. I love it. And, school is, I'm learning it's a little bit awkward, but it's better than Facebook. It's just more streamlined for that type of setting. So I think you'll find that once you poke around in there a little bit, and I mean, it's just your group is going to be amazing. It's going to be,
Can I have some more
oh,
bacon Yes.
how old, Martha?
She's 8.
Oh,
And I have my niece. My niece is here too. So
oh, so fun.
she's almost 8, but they're close in age.
Oh, that's so good when cousins are so close.
Yes.
Ah, so good. So, tell me, you had mentioned Chat GPT in the text threads. Is there something that we can walk through together? Is there something um, that I can demonstrate here for you and then anybody else who wants to watch it?
Um, I love Chat GPT. I have actually been training mine for quite some time, and it's finally getting some decent, good stuff. So
Yeah.
that's really tailored to me.
Isn't that exciting when it starts to feel like us?
Yes, it is. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's a little,
Scary, crazy.
but you know what? I will use it. I took Beatrice through an exercise. She's trying to figure out her freebie. And so we took something that she's working on currently and we ran it through ChatGPT. And I feel like she was blown away with what it came back with. Um,
Yes.
so to give us an edge and give us a little bit of a start, it's magical.
Yeah, it's a tool that a lot of people are scared of and they're going to shy away from it. But I'm finding it's an amazing tool
Yeah.
to help to create those things that are not like everybody else's. And that was my goal, was not to just put out other people's stuff,
Mm-hmm.
figure out a way to create my own stuff and make it different.
Exactly. And you touched on something too that is so, I love that you are knee deep in AI because as you recognize, not many people are. And so that gives you and I an edge in things that we can teach our audience.
Exactly.
So keep that in your back pocket because soon everybody will be an expert, but we're kind of coming in at the early point.
Yes. I usually hesitate and wait in the past and miss the opportunities that I should have jumped on earlier.
Yeah.
So
I think the more we do this too, the more we understand, and I'm stating the obvious here for anybody who is going to be watching this in the replay and might be um, newer. The longer we do this, the more we start to see where the gaps in the market are. When we first start, I feel like the only thing we think is I have to make money, I have to make this work, I have to make money. And everybody says pick a niche, and you're like, uh. So
a
that's
lot
a
of
lot.
people a lot of people are struggling with that.
Yeah. and always will. And so that's part of the reason too, why we have the platforms that we have to be able to help them through what perceivably is the hardest part of starting a business. Like, what the heck am I even going to sell to people? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? Not how do I do this, but what's my platform?
Mhm.
So that's good. Now tell me more about your group. Tell me, so it's a free group, which is awesome. It's so beautiful in there, by the way.
Thank you. It is free to start with, just based on um the energetics, I guess, of business and energetics of people, I guess, in themselves, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
free to begin with, and I may always keep the free part, but you're not going to get the good stuff as much as you would like the deep stuff. Not good stuff, all of it's good.
Right.
The getting to the root kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that takes a lot more work and a lot more energy, right? So there
It-
has to be an even exchange at some point.
yeah. And my coach is Michelle Cunningham, and also Shannon McKinstry. You may know of them from Instagram. But they both say, throw everything out there free in little chunks. Just give little bits here and there. But our inclination is, but I'm giving away the farm. I'm never going to make any money. People on socials in these groups, they need those little chunks to get quick wins. But then when we build their loyalty, they will pay us for our organized content.
Right.
They'll pay quite well for our organized, well thought out content that takes them step by step through their journey, through whatever they happen to be working on. So I don't ever want you guys to get discouraged. Don't withhold, because customers feel it and they'll be less likely to engage. But if you're free and just laid back and free flowing, that's attractive to people, but you're really not giving away the farm.
Right.
Oh, perfect. It sounds like Beatrice is listening. Hey girl, good morning. So we're just chattering, Martha and I. We're just talking about things at this point. Martha has started a new group on School. Sorry, Martha, I'm plugging your group already. You poor thing. Um, so tell me more about things that you'll do in your group. What are your plans? What's your vision for like paid offers, and where do you want to take it?
Um, for me, I want as many people to learn what I do, because it's not something that's hard. It does take a commitment and require effort on that person's part, but they have to be ready. So sometimes it just takes, like you were saying, it just takes time for people to really see that there is a problem and be forthcoming and ready to make the change. So I guess in my free group, it will be just that, to bring awareness and work them toward, okay, I do have an issue
Yeah.
and I want to make a change. And just to help them to facilitate, or basically to facilitate that awareness
Yeah.
and move them toward, well, I want to go deeper.
Yeah. Yes.
And
I feel like many entrepreneurs want that. We have that in our DNA, I think. And self-awareness and mindset, I don't need to tell you, total and complete game changer. And with my audience, I had a mindset group for a short time before I pivoted. You're right. Helping it's not pointing out that they have problems, but helping them understand there's a reason why you're so silently uncomfortable. And it all comes from here. So thought work, and girl, you are going to blow up your business, because there's so many people who need it, but you just have to give them the words to know that's what's making them uncomfortable, and there is a solution. So
yeah, my conveying the message, right? Putting it out in a way that is attractive.
yeah,
And because naturally people that like my energy will come, right?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
So I just have to convey a plan and how to get that message out there that I'm here, right? Put myself out there that I'm here. Um, I do know what I'm talking about, and
Yeah.
how can I get you to that point where I want in?
Yeah. Yes. I think it will happen. It will naturally happen. Do you have plans to do master classes or, little like we did yesterday, just the 30-minute quick workshops? People build up to it, they engage in your group, they get their points, and then they get access to you and you're exclusive. Do you have intention to do that kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely. Live workshops. A lot of my classes that I have set up in there, they don't have anything in them because I think I was going toward, let's do one big master class and teach this. I have the workbooks. I have all of that that goes with it.
Yeah.
So just making that instead of creating an entire course for me, I'm like, I don't want to really create an entire course. Let's figure out a way that we can do a master class
Yeah.
and walk people through this with their workbook and get them some transformation during that process. Now, my ultimate program down the road is, and I don't know if you saw that, I intend on doing that, the case study.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a paid case study. Because it's time consuming and it's pretty much taking people through the journey of the
Yeah.
whole transformation process. So
Yeah.
that ultimately the plan there is to get people there so that even I can use those case studies in
Mm-hmm.
future planning and future sessions and things like that. So, and
Absolutely.
testimonies, started here and this is where I ended up. So,
That is brilliant. That is so good. And you bring up a really good point that I haven't tried in my business yet, but I might. I do the course and then think about the workbook after the fact, but I really like your thought about building the workbook in its entirety and then operating from a master class perspective on each respective unit.
yeah.
I might try that. I might try that for this group, as a matter of fact.
So yeah, you're just pretty much working them through the whole process without having to create the whole course. Okay. It
Exactly.
won't be one
Yeah.
of the things that I'm not gonna tell you the whole thing, right? This is what you have to do and
Yeah.
in order to do it. My only purpose really is to help people, or as far as building a client, like one-on-one or a group coaching that wants to go deeper. That's
Mhm.
the purpose of that. Here's your awareness. Here's how you can do it. You can do it all by yourself, right?
Yes.
But you and I as coaches know that we have to have coaches.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's the deep stuff. We can do a lot of our surface stuff on your do it yourself kind of stuff. But the done with you is where you're going to dig that
Yeah.
deeper in and then get the biggest transformation or the fastest. I mean, the
Yeah.
fastest.
Yeah, exactly. And in marketing, I have so many thoughts about marketing. Uh, time. Time is of the essence. We can often charge more if we can deliver faster than our competitors. We can charge more than our competitors if we can beat the timing. So I don't ever want you guys to think, and this is kind of down the road stuff, but Martha, it sounds like you're already there. Um, Premium prices, you do not come at a discount. Premium prices because your value is worth it and you are better than your competitor because you're going to get them there faster.
Yeah, I found that what I do is the one key missing piece
Mhm.
that everybody's showing you, right? How you can change your mindset. And I've been through tons and tons of courses on that, but there was
Mhm.
always that one component missing. And even if one coach was teaching the entire process was totally in line with what I do, But that one thing that I do was missing out of hers. And she was getting transformations out of people easily
Yeah.
when they followed her method, which is exactly what I was doing. I was like, man, this is exactly what I do. I just need to. There's that one secret piece that nobody's really talking about. They're keeping that to themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like they're keeping it to themselves because all of the gurus do it. And what
Yeah.
I do, what they actually do for themselves. But you have to pay for that, like one-on-one coaching if you want that.
Exactly.
So I want to give it to them in a way that, yeah, you can do it by yourself, but lead them to realize that I want to go faster
Yes.
and I need that extra help to
Yeah.
dig deeper. Because it is hard to dig deep. If you've got tons of blocks in your mindset, your mind is only going to let you go so far.
Exactly right. I
So,
feel like mindset is where every single business owner struggles in the beginning. I mean, imposter syndrome, every one of us has it.
oh yeah.
And it doesn't just go away. It's a constant, I think what we want to do doesn't align with society. And so we are always up against ourselves and our brain. And we lose confidence so much easier than we gain confidence. So you will forever have work in this area, my friend. I'm so, so excited for you.
I'm just sad it took me, not sad, but I guess I had some learning to do
Yeah. We all
to
do.
really step out there and put it all out there.
Yeah.
But
How do you feel? I will never do this without your permission, of course, but how do you feel about creating a funnel in our group for mindset expertise towards you?
uh-huh.
Kind of highlighting you are our guru and then creating that funnel to your group, your business, to your expertise. How do you feel about that?
We're always open to I'm always open to growing.
I think that would be amazing. And like Lizette is, like I was telling you yesterday, Lizette is our faceless expert. And so we're gonna build, calls to her, one-on-one calls for her to take in that area. Our group will always be as strong as our offers, right?
Right.
And I want to become more inclusive, kind of make it a holistic experience for people and celebrate the expertise of the group, and everybody helps everybody and it becomes a business endeavor for everybody. That's my vision. So if that's something that I can start pointing people with those concerns to you, and feel free in the group. I know you're running your own group, but in our group too, if you want to, post mindset, engage the followers and let them know what you do, please, please, please do.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah. I'm going to start advertising the group. I mean, we could do it now even. And then hopefully that will get us an influx of people looking for help through these processes. So, if we've got good, strong pathways in place, then hopefully we'll all see a surge in activity, which will be really good for growth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on building a funnel myself to so
Fantastic. Cool. Okay. Well, we'll chat more about that as the building process goes. So what should we talk about? What should we get creative with something? What should we do? Beatrice, what do you need this morning, love? If you can type a little message while you're with your client. Keep an eye on the chat. Well, we're giving her a moment to hear that and to think. Martha, what are you trying to nail down this week for your group, for your business?
For me right now, I've got to nail down a marketing and okay, what do I do as far as I've got um a 31-day post thing from one of the groups. It's called Community Builders.
Oh,
So that's my goal, is to get those posts completed and filled in and put them in my scheduler
nice.
to get those out there, or just post them. Either they'll go on my schedule or I'll just post them. But it's a 31-day, supposedly a school funnel, like to get them into your school funnel. But it's 31 posts. So
Okay.
the and is kind of like this same thing that we do when we like a launch post.
Mhm.
But I was in the backs of like, okay, do I warm up my Facebook, because I'm just not very active. And that's my thing, is like I need to be active. I
Yeah.
used to be and not been active on any of my social media. So do I need to start warming them up before I throw that in there? I feel like sometimes like I've switched a couple of things. Like I was focusing on digital marketing,
Mhm.
and because my whole thing was to do the digital marketing and put the mindset with it.
Yeah.
But I've talked to a couple of people who's like, no, you need to focus on your own and not that. And I'm like, I got all this over here, and but anyway, that's where I am. Is like, okay, I have this posted. I feel like, and this is where I feel like people think I might be wishy-washy, but for me, I see it as, okay, I'm leveling up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
so, and that's my thing, is like, okay, people think I'm switching so much. Like I'm doing this and doing that. And like, oh goodness. What else is she coming up with? But I feel like that I'm just leveling up. Okay. So it's not that I'm not doing that anymore, the digital marketing,
Mhm.
as much. Like if somebody asks about it or whatever, that's fine. But
Yeah.
my focus now has just been on the mindset coaching. So
And what I say to my challenge to those who believe that you're, wishy-washy or switching too much or whatever, they've never had to run your business. Number one. Number two, their thoughts are none of your business.
exactly.
And number three, their thoughts don't build your business and pay your bills. So you, girl, you don't need my permission, but I give you permission. You keep working through your iterations until you find that you can speak to for the next 5 years. And yeah, of course, digital marketing is always going to be part of your realm, but this business that you have now niched into, you have an expectation that people are going to come to you with some level of foundation. And if they don't have it, which many might not, they might say, "Oh, but what about this? I don't really know how to do this yet." You'll say, "Oh yeah, let me tell you." And that will be a separate bucket of work. But your goal is this. And you want to get them to this if they need it. And that could be another paid service for you. If somebody wants you to hold their hand and do a done with you to get them up to speed, that could be another thing that you offer, not widely broadcast because you don't want to do a bulk of your work there, but it could because you have done it. Or you can refer them back to the group. Can I help somebody with that? Will you work with them on mindset? Can Lizette help? So you have a network of people. But no, girl, you have done so beautifully. And your ideas are coming together just in the time that I've known you to watch your brain kind of settle in. And now you've got this gorgeous platform. You've decided that coaching is your answer. You've got your group started. Girl, you are checking boxes. This is wild. And hopefully you feel like, yeah, because you're definitely speaking with authority and you sound very confident. So I'm so excited to see how this blows up for you once you now start marketing yourself.
Yes. Getting out from behind this picture. My goal this week is to get out from behind this picture.
Well, why not start now?
You really want to see how a hot mess today?
Girl, I woke up, curled my ratty hair, and put a hat on. Come on now. I would love to see your shiny.
I didn't even comb my hair.
I'm so happy to see you. Hello, beautiful. No, you know what? We are here together. We are masterminds. We're building things together. Sometimes it gets a little messy,
Mhm.
but it's real. It's so real. Oh, girl, it's so good to see you. Okay.
You're lucky today. I showed myself. That's my goal is to get out there. I have to get out there. That's it.
It's tough. I stay away from YouTube still because I'm so self-conscious with longer videos. So we all have things that we're working on.
Well, I did invest in this is something that people that are might be afraid of being on camera or not knowing what to say.
Yeah.
It's called Big View, I think BIGVU. And it is a teleprompter video thingy. I like, okay, so I signed up last week and I'm playing with it now and I'm thinking, oh wow, this is gonna save a lot for me. I'm like, my script is right there, you know, all I do is turn it on.
Yeah.
It works with all the platforms. So you create one video and you can, if you get the upgrade, you can actually post it. Like once you do it, and it'll post right to your platform. So that'll save a lot of time too. So
Yeah.
that's coming for me. That's what I'm working on. I was supposed to do that this weekend and get things done. So
I love that. And CapCut also has a teleprompter in it, which
oh,
is
they do. I didn't know they did. I just
yeah.
never upgraded in there. I just like, it's too hard. I say it's too hard. Not hard. I need to change that wording. I didn't want to invest all of that
Mhm.
energy in trying to figure it out. That's a better way to say it. So I just
Oh.
didn't. I chose not to invest the energy that it required of me to learn all of that. So
It didn't align with you, and that is totally fine. You're building your bag of tricks. That's perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not into all that video editing. At some point, that's one of those tasks that will be hired out.
Right.
Video editing.
Yes. In fact, I was thinking just yesterday as I was doing a bunch of work, I thought, man, I need a VA. I need somebody that I can just send this stuff to. I need a social media manager, to be 100% honest, because I'm great with the ideas and the design, but somebody else, please take that off my plate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't enjoy that part.
Yeah.
That and laundry. I need to hire out those two things, then my life is perfect.
Yeah. At some point, yeah, we do, because we need to focus on what really matters, and that's the coaching aspect for us, right? We don't care. We don't need to be bogged down in all of that.
No.
And that, I'm learning that comes. Get yourself up and going, and then once you get the money flowing, then you just add those people into, and it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forward to that day.
Yes. So this week you're working on Face Forward, or just
Yeah.
working yourself into it. Oh my gosh, my train just totally derailed. I apologize. There's not enough coffee in the system yet.
Yeah. The Face Forward, and then the posting is what my focus is this week. Is I've got to fill that group up to a point at some point that we'll get some people upgraded into the accelerator program.
Yeah, that's excellent.
And I signed up for a Facebook group where it allows you to do promotional stuff. So I get one promotional post a day, and then unlimited posts for educational content kind of stuff. So
Nice.
thing that I plan on doing this week.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
yeah,
that'll
put yourself out there.
Hopefully generate some people into the school group. So
sweet. And you're not real active on Instagram, did I hear you say?
No, but I need to be. So once I start the Face Forward and using the Big View, I'm going to link my probably TikTok and probably Instagram. I don't think you can do Facebook because I don't think you can do your personal site.
Oh, okay.
But I might do, if it'll let me do some reels connect my business account and do reels, so that'll still show.
Yeah.
I could do that. So
Yeah. And make sure that you have your school group link. Even if you're not active on them, put your school group link across your socials.
yes,
Get
big,
people watching back.
yeah, that it actually allows you to brand the thing that I have actually allows you to brand your videos. So
Nice.
doing that. So yeah, lots of things. I just have to like take the action that needs to be done. That's it. I know what to do. I just have to step forward and do it.
Isn't that our biggest hurdle most times? Boy, there's that mindset again.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean, it's an ongoing thing. People think, okay, well, I only need like a session or two, and I'm like, mindset queen. No, 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 no. It took me 50 some odd years to get where I am. It's not going to take 2-3 days to fix 50 years worth of mindset issues, right?
No, we're coaching ourselves all the time.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah. And I know my tendencies, but does that mean that I exercise restraint and do what I'm supposed to do all the time? Heck no. It's a choice. There's a lot of choices going on in my brain. And sometimes the path of least resistance is the most comfortable in the moment, even though it still causes me grief down the line.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't change my behavior. And so that's something I want all business owners to learn, because I know it's within my choice, but then I also know that I have to deal with whatever the consequences are that come. So I'm so grateful to have you to help highlight that for people. I think
A lot of people miss that part. It's like, okay, I'm gonna work on my mindset, but then you don't work on any behaviors that go with it. The behavior is what is going to once you change the mindset or have the emotional attachment removed from that that belief, then there has to be some action to solidify or to sink that new belief. You have to create the new belief and sink it in before. Otherwise, you end up recreating a new negative pattern.
Exactly.
It took me a while to learn that too when I first started really diving into mindset. Is that crap? I'm missing the most important part, which is the behavior part and the habit part and all of those things. Because most people, they only teach you the affirmation aspect of it. Like, just repeat these affirmations, and most people quit them because of the resistance that they're having toward them. They just stop. But it does work over time, but why fight it, right? That's my theory. Why fight it? Get in the line. Just getting in.
I think for most people, it's just lack of awareness.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And then of course there's just the challenge in the moment to moment when you're having those triggers. Okay, there's that mindset. How am I going to circumvent it? This is what I'm feeling based on this. And this is my inclination to push it aside. I'm going to procrastinate on this because it's causing me trauma. Well, what is that? I feel like a lot of the people in our school group, but also our previous group, the social media for beginners or social marketing for beginners, it's a lot of mindset barriers, I feel like. I think that's just how starting a business is. But you're right, affirmations won't do it. Because if you don't change the behavior, you don't have a change.
Right. And you still fighting. Like, people give up because they're tired of fighting the resistance.
Yes.
Have the beliefs fixed yet.
Yeah.
But there's ways to do it. And flipping the affirmation, starting with something that you believe to begin with is key, right? We have to start with the affirmation that we actually believe.
Yeah.
And start working with those and doing other ones. But you can flip it. The negative into a positive that you actually believe.
Yeah.
And work out. And most people do that.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the easier things for us to do. One big, huge mindset shift that I'm working with right now with clients is nothing happens passively. Social media reinforces the belief that, well, if I just buy this, then it's all going to fall into place. But then
Yeah. In that 2-hour workday.
right? Man, I'm still chasing that darn work day.
Me too. 2 hours? Can you imagine?
I know.
Takes me 2 hours to create a video.
Yes.
And then there's all this other stuff that goes with it. Yeah.
Yeah. And, I still don't, for anybody watching this in the replay, please know I have a 7-figure business and I've never worked just 2 hours a day. Never, ever. No, it got to 7 figures because I don't just work 2 hours a day. Oh, hi, friend. We have a little friend visiting.
Let's see.
She brought me a dead bird on my call yesterday. So that was fun.
No.
Life happens, right? Yeah, good times. Sounds like she has the same program I bought. Yeah, it sounds like you two have some very similar setups based on what you and I have talked about. Sounds like you and Martha have a lot in common.
Oh, she bought, okay, so she bought a program to help with mindset?
For that 2-hour workday.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I bought several of those programs with a 2-hour workday.
Martha, do you ever find, and this is kind of open dialoguing again for anybody who's going to watch this in the replay, how do you mitigate the glamour of just reselling an MRR and making quick money versus stepping away from that, which we all know is profitable if you get it right, do the right marketing, but stepping away from that and working on building your own platforms, your own products, your own things? Talk to me a little bit about
Okay, how do I do what?
that. Clear it up, Kelly, clear it up. So how did you make the decision to forego just reselling MRR for the quick dollar and spending your time instead building a foundation where the money's not coming in as quickly, but you're building the foundation for long-term gain? How did you decide between the two avenues for your business? Maybe you can impart some wisdom for
That
people.
Okay, that decision came because that doesn't light me up like what I do. And I have less resistance, less let's say motivation with that than I do with what I'm comfortable with. I know, and it just lights me up. People, when I'm working with somebody, it's like they see it, right? They see how much that I like what I'm doing, and that's key. Because you will attract more people if they know that you like what you're doing, you enjoy what you're doing. So that's the energetics of it. Where the other, I think that energy didn't convey or go over well for me or anybody else was watching. So that's where I had to make that switch. I'm like, okay, this is not lighting my fire. I have to move back to where I enjoy being.
That is so brilliant. And I love that you said that. Thank you so much. And the message for anybody here, don't go against the grain. That's not what business is about. Find what is intuitive, find what is light, find what is easy emotionally. I don't mean easy in business. That's good sometimes, but there's no way around the hard work. But that's why we have to find something that we're passionate about. And it's, yes, it's soul-based. I love that you said that. That gives people permission to not have to chase the dollar with something. MRRs are there. I don't feel like that's building a strong foundation for the long term. It's great
Mm-mm.
for quick wins, and sometimes we need that influx of cash. So I love that you said that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What
My,
is, oh, go ahead.
my phone's about to die. But let me get the girls to get me my charger. Go ahead, keep going.
Um, if you had to impart one piece of wisdom on somebody who's brand new or somebody who is in a group but is feeling stuck, what's one thing that you would ask that they consider, or what's one quick win that they can get that might help them get over that next hurdle? We'll give you a minute.
I think that when you're struggling like that and you feel like you're stuck, you have to realize that we're not really stuck. For one thing, is like maybe we're not clear, right? We're not clear on where we want to go, and that's just where we just came from, right? We're not really clear on our vision and where we're going and how we're going to get there, right? So sorry, but nobody's ever stuck, right? We're just not clear where we're going. Because we're there, we're standing still trying to figure out what to do next, when we should not be focusing really on the outcome. Just focus on what we're doing right now, staying in the moment. Okay. And then just making a choice to make one thing, one small step, no matter what it is. Just take a step somewhere.
Okay.
Choose a path and take a step.
Okay.
And
Yes.
get that word out of your vocabulary. I think it's too, is rewiring your whole mouth, you know, what comes out of your mouth. Because the more you say that word,
Mhm.
you're just anchoring it further and further and further down. And people don't realize that what they speak is what they get, right?
Yeah. And I love the word anchor. I love that you used that. It's not who we are, but we do anchor beliefs in our world. And then we run our lives through these and around these anchors. I love that. And
Because once they're anchored in, they're holding us back. We are like really, in essence, we are stuck because we can't go anywhere until we unanchor that belief or that thought pattern.
yeah, we allow ourselves, we give ourselves, this is a little bit more advanced, but we give ourselves permission to not.
Right. Yeah.
I'm the queen of that.
We all are at some point. Yeah.
But I'm so evolved because I know I'm doing it.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Self-awareness is so helpful when you use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that have their mindset is not that great, but I don't know what word do I use? They're determined. Let's just say their determination and their hard work will get them there. It's just going to take a lot longer than what they intended on doing and getting there. So you can get there with all those blocks eventually. And then, you know, either you're going to get there years from now, right? Or you get there quicker by just dealing with it, or you don't make it at all. You give up because it's too darn hard.
Yeah, I feel like giving up is so easy these days.
It is.
We give ourselves, yeah.
We're just conditioned, right? We're conditioned by society and our environment.
We definitely are, especially as women. We
Mm-hmm.
really have to go against the grain of societal teachings our whole lives.
Exactly.
So what is one resource that you would recommend to somebody who wants to start down the path of mind work, who wants to know themselves a little bit better? What's one resource that you have found helpful?
One of my favorite books, I could say, what is You Can Heal Your Life. I recommend that book all the time. You Can Heal Your Life. And it basically shows you that you have the power within, right? And how everything is connected to emotion and energy. All diseases can be led back to an emotional block. So, and how you can shift and change those and to begin to heal not just your mind, but your entire body once you're able to let go or have that emotional energy to flow, because it should be flowing. And once it gets trapped in the body, then it starts to break down the body, therefore causing disease and illness and all those other things. But that's an easy book to read, and it really helps you to understand why you do some of the things you do or how emotions affect your body and your life, and that you have the ability within to do it.
I like that. So I'm going to put the link for that in the chat here for anybody who wants to check it out. And Martha, tell me again what it is.
You Can Heal Your Life. What's the lady's name? I'll have to think about the lady's name.
Oh, it's beautiful. Louise Hay.
Yes, that's her.
Okay.
That's her.
Let's get the link here in the chat.
There's so many. And another good, like if you have like money problems, there's a book called Money's Not the Problem You Are.
Oh, hey, I like that one.
And that's by Dane. Let's see, what's Dane? He works on the access consciousness. I love access consciousness.
Okay.
That he uses that as a pattern interrupter.
Oh,
And it's really cool. So you can go through the book and really learn some good pattern interrupter. He has a little saying within the book that you can repeat as a pattern interrupter, which I use when I had a big group, a coaching group a while back. We used that a lot, and people loved it.
awesome.
But yeah, it's written by, let's see, Gary Douglas and Dr. Dane Heer, Heer.
Okay.
Really good book. It's an easy read. It's like a really short, easy read.
Nice. Those are always good.
But full of good stuff.
Excellent. So I'll put those in the chat, and I'll also put them in the mindset course in the group so that people can check these out. And then I'll link them to your group as well. If they have questions, concerns, just want to follow the flow and absorb your daily teachings. Yay. Do you mind if I make a broad post introducing you and all your magic?
Oh, well, I don't care. Go ahead. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you'll market me too, huh?
Oh, heck yeah. I know a good thing when I see it.
I'm ready. I say I'm ready. I'm ready to get some things going. My goal though is by October is I'll probably do a challenge toward October.
Nice.
Because it's coming up to the new year and really getting that shift for the 2025. So that's coming.
Yeah, I think we should all have some sort of challenge as we gear up for growth in the next year.
Yeah.
Well, hi, friend. Yeah, I think we should all do that. That's awesome. Down the line, when you're not busy, right? When you achieve that 2-hour workday, have you ever thought about a podcast?
No. Mm-mm.
We might have to develop one and have you on there. You're very eloquent in your talking and in your conveying of information.
Well, thank you, because I struggle. I in the past, up until now, that has been an issue. It's like getting the right information and
Yeah.
being able to convey it in a way that people understand it. Because I used to get so excited about what I was talking about, So just learning over time, that's a win for me.
Yeah. You have honed your craft, my friend. I am so impressed.
I've been working. I do better with I used to be afraid to talk, right? In front of people, and with my jobs over the years, I've kind of had to learn to get up and talk and do that. So that's sometimes it's a little shaky, but eventually. But being on the big stage, like give her a microphone, she'll be all right.
Yeah, I couldn't ever. I was an instructor. I taught college classes and big groups, and that's not a problem. But this is
Yeah,
sometimes
it's totally
a
different.
problem.
It's totally different. Yeah, that's the way. I feel you right there. It's
Oh my
totally different. Yeah.
God. But I want to do that. I want to be able to
Mhm.
speak and empower lots of people on really amazing things.
Yeah.
We're all growing, right? We're all growing.
Mhm. Yeah. If we're not, that says you're not growing, you're dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're all moving and growing and learning. There's
We're
so much
cool.
to learn too. And
That's
I
the
got
fun
caught in
part.
that learning. I got caught in that learning too. And it's like I gotta get out of the learning and start doing.
Yes.
'Cause That's
Oh my
that's
gosh.
another that's another mindset issue right there.
It is learning and absorbing and buying the next thing and feeling like we're moving the needle, but that's not moving the needle.
Mhm. Yeah.
It,
Beatrice. Oh, that's me.
it's all of us. It
Mhm.
is. And
Stop buying and take action. That's what I've been telling myself for the last. Stop buying. Don't buy another nothing. You take
yes,
action. You have
yes,
got a wealth of knowledge already. But for me, it's like, okay, I want to see what everybody else is doing, and I have to stop doing that too, because that also too could be a mindset issue as
yeah,
well. It's like, stop following people. Do your own thing. Make yourself different. Do your own thing.
yeah.
So.
That was a decision I made a long time ago when I came to social media. And when all the gurus tell you, go to your competitors, research their most popular posts, all of that. I was resistant to do that for so long until I got my mindset right because it was actually sabotaging me. And I'm not them and I can't talk like them and I don't have the energy that they have. So I had to shut it all down and just do me making it up from the beginning, being messy, being loud to kind of hone that. And now I can look at those things and I can see them for what they are as a tool, a fundamental tool, but there's no emotional investment anymore. It was so toxic in the beginning, but that's what social media was teaching me to do back in the day.
Mhm.
And it was
Yeah.
so self-destructive.
Yes. Sometimes I still experience. I'm like, okay, this is not good for you. Get off.
Mhm,
Get off.
mhm.
So yeah, just the awareness right there. Okay, this is not good for me. I need to get off and go find something more that's going to raise my vibration instead of lower it.
Yes. And maybe that's one exercise that anybody watching this can do starting today. If you're doing your business, if you're on social media, if you're doing anything and it makes you feel cringe, self-conscious, not good enough, I don't know enough, any of that, stop, walk away from that in the moment, recognize that that is not serving you and it's messing with your mind and walk away and then come back and try something different. None of us should have to be making ourselves feel that way to grow in business. In fact, that is stopping your business growth 100%, that angst. So that's the message that I want everybody to carry forward into the week. Okay. Start to pay attention to how you feel as you're going through these business activities. Make note to yourself. And if you feel more stress than you do joy, we need to tweak something. And we've got the perfect expert here to help us.
Yeah, I did a small course on business energetics, and you just nailed what was in there.
Sorry.
It's great. Totally great.
You know, it's true though, right? That I think that is one of the biggest things that people need to you don't need a product. You don't need to pay somebody to teach you. Just start paying attention to the connection between here and here. Everything you do has that connection. So if you're feeling anxious, I talk to my daughter about this all the time. She is so anxious. She's like this. Stop. You're feeling this. Let's think about where it's coming from. What are you thinking in that moment? What are you engaging in that all of a sudden you're like this? Because we need to break that up. So we just need to be aware. Just pay attention to yourself. Know yourself. That'll go real far. And then once you start to see those patterns and see what activities are causing those patterns, let's talk to Martha. She'll get you through it. She'll teach you the tips and tricks. I can help too, but she's probably a little bit better.
No, that when I was working in behavior management, that was the thing. What was going on prior to the behavior? So looking back and finding the antecedent, right?
Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
To that, what was going on? Not what's happening right now, but what was going on before that? Because that's what really triggered you is what happened 10 or 20 minutes ago, or even an hour ago. That's what triggered you, that set that cycle off.
Yeah.
So, and your brain, like your brain is steadily trying to figure out, okay, what do we do? So all it does is look for a familiar event, right? What's familiar? And it'll take you back there. That's it.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing when I was a psych nurse. That was the biggest thing that we did. The number one question when there was an outburst, when there was a behavior, what was the AC? What was the antecedent condition? Take it away from the personal, the moral, behavioral tie and say, no, what transpired beforehand that caused this emotional reaction? Oh, Martha, we're going to have so much fun with this. This is going to be amazing.
I didn't know you were a psych nurse. That's awesome. I worked on the psych unit for 5 years. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. So good. Kindred spirits. Yeah, I'm a mental health specialist and psych nurse. And
so yeah. Oh, that's why we attracted to each other. We yeah,
totally.
that's it.
Oh, this is exciting, girl. I love energy. I love energy and people, building your business. Form relationships, talk to people in your groups, get into lots of different groups, but don't just get in there for what you can take from them. Give, and you'll make amazing connections like this. I am so excited to build my business next to these beautiful ladies because they give me energy and hopefully I give some of that energy back, and it makes it a little bit easier to have community. That is why we're all here. So this is community in action. This is what I want all y'all to feel. So start talking to people, put yourself out there, and you can be faceless. You don't have to turn on your camera like Martha did, but just start talking to people and appreciating, and it will elevate your business energy 100% without you having to try. I promise you.
Yeah. Learning to be authentic, being you. And finding out who you truly are too. Some people struggle with who am I, and it's hard to be authentic if you don't know who you are.
Yeah. That's why I say show up at 9 a.m., noon on a Saturday morning when you haven't showered yet, feeling a little self-conscious, but no, show up as you are and just give yourself permission to be yourself on the most basic level. And then any extra polish that you want to put on it later is just gravy, because everybody's going to love you right where you are. And that's your tribe. That's who you're building.
Yeah. It's funny, as I had to realize that there are a lot of tools out there to make you look good on camera and help you to be. So there's no excuses anymore. There's no excuses. If you can touch up your face, and you can even make your face look skinny if you have some issues with I mean, there's so many things out there that there's no more excuses. Like I don't really, it's hard for me to speak, right? Or say the right words that I want to. And I'm like, okay, well, then I have to fix that. There's a tool for that. What's the tool? The tool showed up, right? The tool showed up. Like, okay, now I don't have any. I can't use that
Dang
excuse
it.
anymore. But there's a tool for that. And
Yes.
when we realize there's a tool for everything, you just have to find it and make the choice to use it.
Yeah. We're so blessed in this era there. Yes. But at the same time, do not get stuck down looking for tools.
Yeah.
There are so many, you'll get stuck in analysis paralysis, and don't let yourself get stuck. It's a state of choice, people.
Mhm.
There's my bossy
Yeah.
voice.
I just need the words to scroll. So, but I
Yeah,
can say what I need. That's all I need. It's just the words.
I love it. Oh my gosh. You got me so pumped up now. I got to get out of my own way and actually do a longer YouTube video.
Yeah,
Yikes.
YouTube is a great I haven't ventured to YouTube yet. I created a channel just to watch, but I
Mhm.
haven't put anything on there. So well, it's for me to do YouTube, because YouTube, it's a search engine and you need to be on those search engines.
It is. It's true. And my coach, Michelle Cunningham, is big on YouTube. And that's the first thing that she taught us back in the day is you need to commit to one longer YouTube video each week. You got to make a commitment. That's hard for me because I don't always feel like I have a topic that people are going to want to hear, but it doesn't matter. You just put it out there and let people decide if they want to hear it or not. Don't limit what people need.
Well, yeah, and you can take and repurpose that long YouTube video into there's tons of them. Opus Clip is one of them that'll chop it
Yeah.
up and make you ton of little reels that you can use and rate them. Like, it's crazy. There's so much out there that stop making excuses. Find what works with
Yeah.
you for what you're doing.
Yeah. And do you use Opus?
I signed up for it, but I don't have any long form videos yet to
Oh.
actually put in there. And it's not expensive at all.
Yeah,
Just a few dollars a month.
I just bought it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and here's a secret. Podcasts on YouTube. Use it to build reels out of podcasts on YouTube.
So we can use other people's stuff as long as it's a certain length. Okay. I might have to try that because there's a lot of people that I could use.
Yeah. And
As far as motivational or just mindset talk, right? So
yeah,
I'll have to do that.
absolutely. And as long as we give the proper credit, and everybody, if you're using other people's content, use it artistically and do give credit. We never steal anybody's content.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to edit it enough to make it where it's not, not that you're stealing their stuff, right? Yeah,
Exactly.
so take time and edit it a little bit.
Absolutely.
Put your spin on it.
Yeah, have integrity in your business, okay? Don't do things the easy way, do them the right way.
Definitely.
Yeah, so this week I'm going to play with that. And I might see what Opus does with this Zoom and see if it pulls any nuggets out for us.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, that'll be my commitment for this week is getting and I'm not even going to say I'm going to try to get a YouTube video out because Martha, I know you have thoughts about the word try.
No, just do it. Like, yeah, you could do that. You definitely could put this on YouTube. Yeah. Just download it and put it there.
Oh yeah, I could do. I just did my YouTube video for the week. Holla! This is why we have masterminds, everyone. This is why we do it. So engage with your group, build friendships, do the things, take quick steps, pay attention to how you feel. Gosh, I feel like this coffee talk has been so insightful. This has been so good. Martha, you are a blessing, my sweet friend. I'm so happy to know you.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to let you get back to your sweet family, and I'm going to go see how I can chop this up and make it valuable. I'll put those links in, and then I'll put it in the group for everybody else to see. And I'll get into your group and start making some noise. Let's get people in there.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Well, you have a good week. If I don't talk to you again, maybe we'll see you next weekend.
Yeah, if I don't have anything going on, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, friend. Have a good week. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.